Looks like only 18 of them are making the call here. As we will set them up and get ready to let them loose.
Lights are out on the Car-Mart Jeep Gladiator pace truck as Trey Starks and Jason Solwald lead our field down the back straightaway to the green flag. Robbie Price, Colby Thornhill, Chase Getz, Colton Heath, your top 6 starters.
For the final time here in 2024, out of corner number 4, green flag, we go racing.
Starks got the jump on the start there. Starks going to go straight to the bottom and Solwald to the top. Robbie kind of floats to the middle there, and third is Thornhill's going to try to get a run down to the bottom in corner 3 to the inside of Price. Slides across the track, and Trey Starks lead lap number 1.
Starks out in front.
We got a car.
Second, Solwald is losing touch with them already. Price up in the 3rd spot. We've got a caution flag out.
Peyton Drake just looped it there as the field came around to complete lap number 1. So leaders did cross the line. Peyton, though, just not quite able to keep the car under him and keep it going forward. So just no contact made there. Just kind of looped it in on the apron in turn number 4.
Dinged for that at Skagit Speedway before for being 4 below the chalk stripe. So, all right, Car-Mart USA pace truck is pulling in. We did get a lap complete. It's a back straightaway restart. Somewhere within the blue paint on the back straightaway is where Starks can go. They have to stay single file to the orange cone at the back of the back straightaway. He'll go relatively late in the process as we're back underway. Jason Solwald, as he's apt to do, down on the bottom on the restart. He's under the cushion in 1 and 2 as Thornhill trying to hold off and he can get. Going to run him down the back straightaway in the battle for 4th. With Mike Black involved as well. Price
remembered his car being good on the bottom in his heat race, and he's running it really well in 1 and 2, but really struggling in 3 and 4. There's not quite a car width wide enough for him to get that grip on his rear tires. As Thornhill now is going to look to the outside of Price coming down the front straightaway. He's going to go to the bottom, and he's going to get his up front on that chalk line and slide by Robbie Price as Robbie's now going to try to fight back down the back straightaway.
They were coming up on a slower car that was on the apron as well that really intensified that battle. So Thornhill the 3rd. Question is, can he track down Solwald, who there's a couple of runs in front of him down the back chute.
We got one around in turn number 4. That's TJ Richmond in the 34 car. Was running 17, just kind of went into the middle of the corner. I watched him go into the corner, just looped it, tried to keep it going, not able to, and that brings out the yellow on lap 4.
So look at that trail leading to the Richmond car. You see all of that black that's
up, and then the guy that's on your outside is able to just pass you. He's got the momentum. So lights are out. Stark's going to lead him back to the back straightaway restart zone.
He went awfully late last time. Let's see if he alters this at all.
Fairly quick pace, too.
Thornhill now 3rd in behind Solwald, and we know Colby is willing to throw the big old bonsai move here on the restart. Starks up top, Solwald low, Price coming back after Thornhill as they get into turn number 1.
Stark went much earlier on that restart, Trey did, and Robbie tried to get to the bottom under Thornhill, just didn't have the drivers. Now Colton Heath going to get to the bottom of Robbie Price, slide all the way across his nose. They're side by side down the front straightaway. It's Colton Heath and Robbie Price.
It's 4th behind the good battle for the lead. Look out! Colby gets up into the dust and kicks up a rooster tail, brings it back down. Now it's Price on the attack. He's looking for 3rd off the corner. Can't quite get there. Price got to deal with Heath. Price trying to.
Oh no! We got cars together on the front straightaway. Big 2 cars flipping. Flipping was Bill Root, Tanner Holm, and Caleb. I saw that whole thing and how it started.
Officials radio saying the 10C of Mackey behind him involved. You can see Dan Reynolds spun out the wrong direction on the front straightaway also.
Mackey was up. So we saw Thornhill do that in turn 2. He was way sideways, had that big rooster tail. Mackey did the same thing down here in 3 and 4, about the middle of the corner. Had the car really sideways pointed towards the infield. He made contact with Peyton Drake, get under Solwald. Solwald goes to the bottom and Thornhill tries to rail the top because there's such a thin cushion up there, Caleb. It's not very... There's not a lot of room for error up there.
Strategy-wise, it'd be a shocker if Jason didn't go to the low side. That's right in the middle of what he does and does best. So that'll block a big old slider from Thornhill in 3 and 4. Question is, can Colby rail the top to get up and around him? 2nd and 3rd, really kind of your action positions on this restart. We'll watch him coming through the corner. We're back to green.
So to the bottom like we expected. Now Stark's going to go to the bottom into turn number 1. It's Thornhill to the top. He's going to get back straightaway as Sowald hangs it out. Thornhill going to battle for the second spot through 3 and 4.
Jason came off the bottom, actually got to the middle and heads into that corner. Slow the roll of Thornhill, get away. Thornhill trying to build momentum back up, trying to soak up the advantage. Meanwhile, Cam Smith has grabbed 5th away, and Colton Heath battling the trackers for 2nd and 3rd. Thornhill to the bottom, slides across the nose. Actually had it cleared by a little way from Sowald. Crossover coming for 2nd and 3rd, and Sowald grabbing it back off of turn 4. Thornhill back to the bottom, into 1 and 2. The match continues. There he goes up, kicks the rooster tail. Sowald back across, Thornhill coming again. Goes bouncing, then down to the bottom. Sowald looking for momentum into 1 and 2, but it looks like Thornhill might have finally got it. Justin, here comes Cam Smith.
All that racing allowed Cam Smith to reel those guys in. Just now, Cam's going to look to the inside of Sowald. He's on the bottom. Sowald on the top. We've got 3 cars going for the 2nd position.
What a race up front for 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. It's going to be interrupted by a caution on the front straightaway. Klatt in the 77 and Hamilton in the 96. Those two, with Klatt facing the wrong way, we're running 9th and 10th here in this one to finish out the sprint car season here at Skagit Speedway.
Less and less opportunity for these leaders to get to lap traffic. I'm sure they will, but just losing cars like that opens the track for our leaders to go at it. Back straight to a restart. Trey Starks is on the gas. Colby Thornhill going to go to the bottom in corner 3, as does Sowald.
There are 3 different grooves coming through that corner. Colby was in the middle. He's going to go down to the bottom of 1 and 2. Comes up just a little bit short as he made the run on Starks down the back straightaway. Starks gets away, but Thornhill coming after him, and he's going to have to defend from Jason.
Sowald's rolling the middle through 3 and 4 really, really well. Now Jason goes to the bottom, and he's going to get by Thornhill, but Thornhill points the car down the back straightaway. Sowald the second, but Thornhill back to the inside across the nose of Sowald.
Wow.
Jason's going to go back to the bottom down the front straightaway. They're side by side into corner number 1. Jason Sowald slides up, but there's still room for Colby. Colby has to get on the brake. He's going to point his car down into 3.
And Cam Smith's coming just as quickly as he gets on the restart. What a great back and forth battle between Sowald and Thornhill, throwing absolute bombs at each other. Thornhill with the advantage down the back straightaway. Sowald another run around the top.
Sowald had to get on the brake there to not get into the back of Thornhill's. Now Cam Smith is part of the battle. Cam trying to get to 3rd as Sowald's going to throw it in on Thornhill again to the bottom, but Thornhill sticks at the top.
3 distinct lines of action going from 2nd, 3rd, and 4th in the 360s. Over halfway, 9 laps to go. Thornhill trying to keep Sowald off of him. If he can do that, maybe he'd have a chance to race after Starks, but Starks taking full advantage and is open to straightaway up on this battle for 2nd.
Sowald's having to slow down a lot to get his car in the grip out of corner number 2, and as he's doing that, just trying to get wound back up so he can try to throw another bomb as we've got Peyton Drake looping in corner number 4. The yellow comes out.
Well, and that was told about just beyond mid-season. It was said, if you spin a 360, we are going to throw the caution for you, and you will be charged with that yellow. So we knew that that was coming the second that Peyton started making that 360 spin. I believe that'll be 2 on Drake.
Laps down in this 25-lap A main. The lights are out. Trey Starks will lead them back.
And that was an open red, so they added fuel, but anybody who wanted to make an adjustment, there wasn't a ton of time to work with, but had a chance to do a little tinkering on the race cars.
Starks got a quick pace here.
Goes early within the blue paint. We're back underway.
Sowald's going to go back to the bottom under Thornhill. Sowald gets good drive, and Sowald has 2nd at the line as Starks is out to the lead up on the top of the track. We've got a 3-way battle for 3rd.
There goes Colton Heath taking 4th back over. Heath is down the middle of the racetrack. He is hunting down Thornhill, who's trying to catch back up to Sowald using the bottom. It's 3 different cars now, 2, 3, and 4, going after it here with 7 to go.
Throw a blanket over those 3 cars. Sowald just rolling the bottom, got his left front up on that Burmese. Now Heath is just rolling the middle, and he might show Thornhill a nose before this is over.
Colby Thornhill, rim right around the top, has pulled momentum back up. Colton Heath is down the middle. 3 distinct grooves of action.
Oh, that's tight.
3 wide down the front straightaway and into 1. Sowald in the 18, Thornhill in the 19, and the 33 of Heath duking it out for 2nd.
Thornhill driving it in as hard as he can into 3 as now Sowald goes to the top, Thornhill to the bottom. They're side by side into 1 and Sowald's going to squeeze him out of the berm. Thornhill on the berm Chris Sowald stuck in the middle now. He's going to look to the outside of Sowald. Sowald back to the rear bumper of Thornhill.
Sowald not done. Thornhill went way down low to get in. Here comes Heath Catfish at the low side to take over third. Down to the low side goes Colton Heath. Into the middle off of turn number 2. Side by side with Thornhill with 3 laps to go. The battle for second is on. Thornhill trying to get away. It's Heath's turn to try to take it.
The battle's all behind your leader, Trey Starks, as Thornhill's back to second, but Colton Heath's rolling in the middle and Sowald down at the bottom. Heath is not done with the 19 of Thornhill with 2 laps to go. Trey Starks sees the white. Heath to the inside of Thornhill. The race is for second.
What a battle this is as we are coming to the checkered flag. Trey Starks gonna win this by a country mile for second at the end. What a race! Colby Thornhill hangs on over Colton Heath in an absolute shootout for second through fourth tonight at Skagit Speedway.
There's your winner, the 55 of Trey Starks. Like we've said a few times now, your 2024 season champion in the 55 car. Second place, Colton Heath. And third, we see Sowald on the front straightaway here. So Colby Thornhill docked 2 positions for racing on the berm on his pass on Sowald. So Jason Sowald is your 3rd place finisher in tonight's 360 main event. Caleb Hart is down at the podium. Your winner, the 55 of Trey Starks, will make his way to the podium here momentarily.
Wow, that was an incredible main event, especially second through fourth at the very end. We will get your winner making his way up and into the front. Last time for you guys to give a chance to give these guys their flowers. What a fantastic year of sprint car racing it has been here at Skagit Speedway. Well, come on up to the top step for the final time on the year. Trey Starks, ladies and gentlemen, your feature winner. We're going to talk a lot to second through third here because behind you, Trey, was insanity. For you, Clean Air was your absolute best friend.
Yeah, I'd much rather them race each other all race long if it means we can get out away from them. You know, what a racetrack. I felt like I kept getting higher and higher every lap. 3 and 4 was tricky. There's kind of a hole or a rut right through the middle, and couldn't really go under it. The higher I went, it smoothed out, but then you're right out by the wall. So that was a lot of fun. Sounded exciting behind me. I'm glad none of the excitement caught up to me.
What a way for you to cap your Washington State season. It's been an absolute year to remember for you.
Yeah, it's been great. We've been pretty fast every time we hit the track. Got good equipment, got good guys behind me. J&J cars, Fisher race engines have been awesome all year. My dad, my brother, my grandpa, Hunter Brady in Dallas, my wife Allie, our son Rowan got to see our first couple wins this year. So yeah, it's been a really, really awesome year, and it's been a lot of fun racing in front of you fans and everybody else. Thanks to everybody at Skagit Speedway. Man, what a great place to be able to race at.
Trophy and a big check for you to finish your year out. Congratulations, Trey.
Thank you.
Trey Starks, your winner tonight here at Skagit Speedway. Ooh, 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 ooh. Colton Heath, that race from second through fourth was insanity, and you didn't even get into it until a little bit later after the open red flag. Did you change anything to make the car come alive?
Yeah, we definitely needed that open red just to, you know, we weren't bad. It was just we couldn't capitalize on people's mistakes or get in positions where we needed to, and we made the right changes there and was able to just plug really through the middle there and Jason was on the bottom and Colby was up top, and I kind of got there's a couple times where I'm like, man, I could split them, but they're racing hard, so I didn't want to be in the middle of that and take all three of us out. So no, just happy to be here. Happy they called the rule on driving through the infield, and we're here, and we'll take a little bit more money home.
That's not a bad thing. 3 distinct racing grooves coming through 3 and 4. What a racetrack you guys had to move around on.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, hats off to these guys for that. It's nice to be able to come race at a place that pays good, races good, easy on tires, all the things that it does here, and it's just a privilege to race here.
You put on a great show, man. Congrats. You want to say thanks to anybody?
I just got to thank Kelly and Cindy mostly. They put up with me when I'm slow, and they put up with me when I'm fast. So, unfortunately, it's a little more slow than fast these days. But we're just we're getting a little bit better. Trying different things tonight where it wasn't a points race. We could try some stuff, and I think we're going in the right direction. But Mount Baker Landscaping, Triple X, Brent Rents, Premium Services, Skagit Powder Coat, and all my guys, Chris, Baddock, my wife, my dad, Dan was here tonight, Steven here tonight. We had a lot of helping us tonight, and glad I could do okay for them.
Fast guy tonight. Well done.
Yeah, thank you.
Cole Neath, second place tonight for the 360s. Put your hands together for this guy. He raced his rear end off for 25 laps. Jason Solwald, what an incredible battle up here with 3 different grooves for you guys to roll through there towards the very end.
Yeah, the track was good today. Obviously, there was a 4th groove down there, but I didn't get low enough to it. But no, I just got to doing the death slides with Colby there. That's his forte. He just loves doing that. And Trey got away, and then next thing I know, Cam's beating up on me, and then Colton sneaks by, and yeah, just one of those races.
And at the same time, this crowd highly entertained. You were doing what you did best for a long while, rolling down around the bottom. You got up to the top. What made you go up that direction?
I just, I thought about it all week, and I never really get up there, and our car's been a little bit too tight for what we've been doing, and we just freed it up a bunch and tried some different stuff today, last day of practice, so we'll have all winter to think about it.
You want to say thanks to anybody heading out of here tonight?
I just got to thank Mike Anderson and my wife Casey and Jeff and Steve, and Dave's not here with us, Bryce and Sherry and Judy, and just everybody that helps it.
Great race tonight. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Jason Solwald third. Put your hands together. It was a killer main event for the 60 sprint cars.
So after the scoring changes, of course, Trey Stark's your winner in the 55 car. Thornhill crossed the line second, but has now scored 4th. So second went to Colton Heath, 3rd to Jason Solwald. Colby Thornhill will be shown in 4th. Cam Smith rounded out the top 5. Levi Hillier got to the 6th finishing position. 7th was Chase Getz, Robbie Price 8th, and Levi Klatt 9th, followed by Jordy Meese in 10th. Dan Reynolds finished in the 11th spot. Peyton Drake in the 12th position. 13th was Greg Hamilton. 14th, Bill Rude. 15th, Tanner Holmes. 16th, Colin Mackey. 17th, TJ Richmond. And 18 was Dan Martin.